Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Yetunde. Today we'll be talking about how you can do a queen hand neckline with a bustier. Yes, so if you've not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe. We have lots of things you can gain for. We'd also love to read from you, so please drop your comment, give us a thumbs up if something we're doing is right. Tell someone about this channel. Click on the red button just under you so that you can get a notification when we post a new video on the channel. So welcome again if you're just joining us. I hope you learned something. Okay, so back to what I said. I want to be learning how you can do a queen and neckline. It's a very nice neckline. So just straight to work. I'm using my underbust dart just because most times when you're working on the neckline, you cannot use these bodies because it has the shoulder dart, and once it has the shoulder dart like that, it means maybe you have to be folding it over, so we don't want to do that. So I've just traced out my bodies on this, just simply like that. And I notched my darts point, so I drew my darts legs, I drew my side dart which I already have, I drew my chest line, and I drew my underbust line. The underbust line is not here, but so I just go to my underbust line, which is I think a 14. Okay, so you can see this is my 14, and I just drew my underbust, and that's if you want it to be a bust. If you say normal bodies, don't add this. Okay, so next thing we'll be doing is just to firstly let's do the underbust tightening. Okay, so the underbust tightening, my underbust is an 8.25, so this is 2.75. we take my 2.75, this is 8.75, and I'm going to 8.25 or an 8, so that means I have like 0.7 inches left. So I'm just going to spread out 0.7 inches left into both sides. So I do one here and I do another one here. So I'm just using, instead of 0.25, I'm using the next line after 0.25. okay, so just doing what we call the bustier. You do, there's a lot of calculation, but this is just the simple way that you can do the bustier. I'll find time to take time to explain how you can do a bustier, different methods, but we'll still get you the same thing. At least this is a method, but you can have it in more complex form. But so I don't waste time, let's just leave our underbust. Okay, so we have our underbust tightening already. The next thing we will do is that we're going to rule a line from the neckline, the major neckline, into our bust point. Okay, so that it can help us to define our neckline. Okay, now what we want to do is, we're actually not yet starting with the queen, and queen hand will not come this close. We want to do what we call neckline tightening. Okay, so we're going to mark this line. After you mark this line, you will then draw in, we want to tighten our neckline. So let's just measure like I think 1.25 from the center is enough. So from here, just marking 1.25. okay, so 1.25 on this space just gives us an ½ inch. Now that's 1.25 from here, but if we're looking at the spacing, it's giving us like just a ½ inch space, just from here to here. It's just giving us an ½ inch space. We want to use it so that this neckline will not gape, which might be too small. So let's increase this to a 2 inches first, which on this part is giving us almost an inch. Okay, so that's fine. So this time we're using a 2 inch on the neckline, which from here to here is giving us like almost an inch. Can you see that? Okay, so from the 2 inches we draw down. So we draw the 2 inches into the bust line. Like I told you, we are just actually doing we're actually just doing what we call neckline tightening, so that anything that is too long or is creating too much space has the tendency of gaping. So we have to close that so that our dresses will not gape. So what I just did was I folded over what we drew. Folded over. Don't forget, whatever you do, raise your bust point so that it doesn't get there. You raise it just before you get to your bust point. Okay, so I'm just going to be securing this with a pin before we continue. Okay, so we continue our work now. So the queen arm now, so from the neckline, this is our neckline. So you go out depending on how low you want it. So for me, I'll just be doing a 1.5, and so for the 1.5, you're just going to now draw it down, you know, dependent on, I don't know. So for me, I'll be using a 5-inch. So just straight down like that, do a 5 inches from the neck, from the shoulder line. Yours can be a little higher or a little lower dependent on your bodies. Yeah, so I'm doing 5 inches from my shoulder line. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a straight line of it. Okay, so now this is a little slanted. You can leave it like that, you can come in a little more, but I want it to be a little slanted so that I can have my good curve. Okay, so after you've done that, you can actually determine how deep you want this cleavage. It doesn't have to get to the chest point. So but for me, I'm just going to be using an inch above my chest point, an inch above my chest point. So if you want it, you can just measure it. You can measure it from your neck, from the hollow of your neck, just to where your neck started from. You can measure it down to how deep. So if I want to say I measure it on my neck now, that means from my, you see, you know, this is the round, this is like your major high neck bodies. So for me now, this is like 5 inches below that. So if you don't want yours this deep, just measure from the hollow of your neck to how deep you want the queen arm to be. You could do 4, but now please note that whatever you're deciding here will affect this line, you get. So but for me that I'm a 5 now, I'll just finish up by drawing the line. Please make sure this is folded when you are drawing the line. Okay, so and I just take my curve. So I did the curve, a little curve is just fine. However, can make it a little curvier, but